Welcome back to another video on the channel, and in today's video I'm giving my thoughts on Josh Gordon returning to Walsall on a 2-year deal. Has it gone down well with the fan base? Probably not. There's quite a lot of negativity around the signing, but I'm going to try and put a positive spin on it. I think there is some positives of him signing, so let's get into my thoughts on it. Also announced today, it obviously had been leaked a couple of days before that Josh Gordon was set to join Walsall, so no real surprises in the announcement. But he joins on a 2-year deal. I think both Walsall and Burton Albion have come to an agreement. I think he might have mutually terminated his contract at Burton, so he joins us on a free transfer on a 2-year deal. And like I said, this will be his third spell at Walsall. He was on loan last season in the second half of the season, scored just the one goal with Walsall, but if we sum up his time in his last 2 spells at Walsall, he has made 144 appearances, scoring 28 goals. So if you work that out, it's roughly a goal every 5 games. We all know he had that really good season in the 2022-23 season, where we had a full season at Barrow, a good pre-season under him, and he scored 15 goals, and that's the hope I kind of hold on to. He has proved he has scored goals in League 2 before, and that was just for a season consistently, but 15 goals at any level is a good return really, and I'm hoping a good pre-season with Walsall, and he's not had a disrupted start to the season, and he hits the ground running. I think that's the main thing. I think if he can get a couple of goals in that first game against Morecambe, I think fans will start to get excited, and hope Josh Gordon can get the goals that we need. But if you look at his spell last season, especially on loan, we all know Josh Gordon. He works hard, his work ethic, his running up front, outstanding, and I think that is the main reason why we have decided to re-sign him really. I think he suits Matt Sadler's style. He likes high pressing strikers, but unfortunately last season he didn't do his job as a striker. A job of a striker, how I look at it, they've got to put the ball in the back of the net consistently, and scoring 1 goal, you could say 2, but it was just 1 goal. Obviously that goal against Notts County, I believe, that should have stood really. It's either Notts County or Bradford, I can't remember, one of them, but the offside goal, that should have stood, but that doesn't matter now, does it? Just the 1 goal with Walsall, and it wasn't good enough really. I remember listening to his thoughts on signing for Walsall last season on loan, and he said on the interview, I've gone to the right positions under Pete Wild to get in the goal scoring opportunities, and it was the complete opposite what I saw at Walsall in his spell last season on loan. He'd gone back to running around, as they call it, as a headless chicken really, just running with no meaning really at times, just running lost causes. So he needs to stay more central personally and make them runs in behind, stretch the pitch. I think he's really good at that. And I do think his work does go unnoticed by some of the fans. And I think if he had more of a clinical striker next to him, we have got one in Danny Johnson on the bench. I think a Danny Johnson and Josh Gordon could work, because Josh Gordon could do all the dirty work, chase down the balls, make them unselfish runs in behind, and then you've got a clinical striker in Danny Johnson. But fingers crossed Danny Johnson is utilised this season, but if we're going off last season, I can't see him getting a good run of games at the moment. My only little worry as well, if we go on the striking department, we've we've kept the striking force that was kind of a hindering our season towards the back end of it. We couldn't really find a consistent front two towards the end, and ever since Draper left in January, I think we had troubles with the front two really. Like I said, consistently finding a front two that really worked for us. So we've kept with the same 3. Could be a massive gamble, could really pay off, or it's not going to end well with the fans if they don't deliver. And it's time for Josh Gordon now to really shush his doubters really. I'm not a doubter of him really. I think he can do it. He's just got to be a bit more cleverer in the way he plays. I think he's got to stay in between the posts like a striker should do, and get in the goals. But like I was just about to mention as well, my only little worry as well is the age of the strikers. Josh Gordon 29, Danny Johnson 31. Jamil Matt's 34, coming 35 soon, I believe. So we haven't got any young strikers that that we own. We need to really do that. We need to bring in a striker, 24, 25 that's had a good track record of scoring goals, an established striker, and is going to do that, because we do need that young blood in the striking department. I think we've got a good blend throughout the other positions in the pitch of good upcoming players and good experience, but in the striking department we haven't got that youthful potential player that we can try and develop. And I think next signing as a striker has got to be personally 23, 24, 25, in coming into the prime, really, that's going to really hit the ground running, and one that's going to get us excited. I think that's why the fans are a little bit negative. I don't think it's a signing that's going to excite the fans. It's not really ambitious from Trivela, but it's one, like I said, it's another continuity signing. We're continuing trying to keep as many players at the club from last season, even though we didn't get into the playoffs. We've kept with the same striking options, so it's got to work this season, these strikers, and it's on them, really, pressure's on them for them to really deliver. But I don't mind the signing of Josh Gordon. I think he could be a good option. He's something different to what we've already got in Jamil Matt or Danny Johnson. He's just got to really score goals for us, and that's what we need. I think every fan's hoping he's going to do it, so fingers crossed. Welcome back to the club, Josh Gordon. I really hope you smash it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Leaving your thoughts on Josh Gordon re-signing for Walsall. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think it's a good signing, or do you think it lacks ambition from Trivela? Thank you guys for watching this video. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and up the Saddlers.